let's get on and see what's going on. Let's see. Okay, so it does autosave. Alright, picking up the pieces. First of the astral moon. Cock-a-doodle-doo! I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Why are you unpausing? What is happening? Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Sunny breeze, ew. That way, whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oh yeah, hold on. I need to actually mute my phone instead of, you know. Innkeep. Yes? Jade? Didn't think you'd shut up after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe. But you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Look, the little turtle had a cute little smile face. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all. Although I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Ah, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to bowl tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. Szechuan. You seem to be speaking from experience. maybe a little bit. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Oh, thank you! I'm 30! Ouch! Oh, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old, appeal. Yes. You can be honest, you know. You're not my type. That's okay, you're not my type either. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Something that'll keep my mind sharp. You never know what will come your way next. Gotcha. Okay, so what's her name? Or what's her preferred? She. Bounty Hunter, Sai Plains, Chaotic Good, the Emperor. Interesting. Oh, she's 32 and she's calling me old fuck. Alright. Didn't even look at what I wanted. What's this? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so 1, 2, and the rest of this. Oh, one more. I did it. Ooh, sparkly right, Andu. What? I forgot how to play for a second. Ooh, that's so pretty to look at. Perhaps you'll find this appealing? Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gone on in the years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Sai Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. That sounds so comfy. I, myself, am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... Snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. I always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge, though, so I didn't pick anything up. Fair. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmages familiar that went missing or whatever. Ooh, perhaps a job for you? There's a slight unrest in Zoford. Rumor has it an archmage is looking for their familiar who went missing recently. Through grandmother is from the dragons themselves, right? If true. Has come to town. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. I don't remember where I got this one from. Okay. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Oh. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Fair, of course, yeah. I was more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So, I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. It's just got some holes. We all got some holes. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Hello? Dragon lady? Shooting stars. It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defense. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Alright. What's your name? Nothing, never mind. Let's see, defense? No. Defense, no. Defense, no. Defense. Blip blip. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of brawl. And a little bit of karma. Alright. Ding ding. Please, enjoy. Like dragon skills, sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some stars managed to fucking Christ. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. And no thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. I just noticed that you can actually see through her skin on her shoulders. She's got a Melanoia thing going on. Huh. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Alethea Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those— oh, she's a paladin. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Didn't ask. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. Go off, Queen. I believe something way worse has happened. What? I think no. I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in their aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. She's an empath. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened. Perhaps even a tad beforehand. Starfall. Like the feeling of impending doom when— oh, that was just anxiety attack. All the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in Keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you in your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Why? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues, at least to help me start my investigation. Well, he could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster? Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There'll be times when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure! Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I will help you fix your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. Yeah, sure. Let's hope, yeah. Oh, she's a cleric, not a paladin. But she is lawful good for damn sure. High priestess makes sense. Alethea is a righteous devotee to the dragon Cassiopeia. In fact, she makes sure everyone knows. She is very eager in her ambitions to save people and to protect the world from falling stars and the like. So I'll be going. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said, and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she'd wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Agnostic. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. My kind of lady, goddamn. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. No, I agree. Speak up, Queen. That does sound a little unfair. Plenty. Sorry, something in my eye. Which is why it's even more important that we take care of things here on Gaia. Hi, hello? Heyo! Greetings, adventurer. What the fuck? Who, me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just a standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me, Innkeep! Give me something from your repertoire of greetings! How hops it? Excuse me? Yeah, bro! Cringe fail. Oh god, you're one of those. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exact. Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade. You? Emiko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? May I have your pronouns? What? What? I prefer it if no one stole anything. Drakes. Got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. You want one of them zippy pops. Let's see. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of wisdom. And a little bit of good stuff. Alright. So straight. No worms, but perhaps it'll still suit your tastes. Oh, wow, this is great, amazing even! Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey! Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. Oh, I heard that was a good movie. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. That's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Theft, identity, fraud. Ugh! It's all good. All's goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Iniko? Isn't that, you know? Zenith seems like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. Who's cranking the hog? That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape. Take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Oh god, is he... Hold on. Where are you? Oh, they, them. They're a monk? Really? That's a cool combo. I like that. Okay. I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern innkeep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom! Kinda looks like Million's knives. Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ha! Me neither. What if that someone could be you? Me? No. Absolutely not. I don't get involved with those sorts of things. Ever. Who am I to fix other people's problems? Are they gonna pay me for it? No, that's for sure. You work for nothing, and in the end, no one thanks you for it. Heroism is an unprofitable art form. If you're unlucky, you'll even get in trouble for destroying someone's property. And then after you just fought tooth and nail to save a village from eternal damnation. Or something like that. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way! Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Arroway. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen. Didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know. Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full-on robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about Leviathan was sending some bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? Don't know. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? A fraud. It checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about... The star is something terrible. Tattered wings tainted the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said! How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yup. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess. Divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaf said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I've heard in Zoford happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Perhaps no one would pay for them for it. Or their other job paid better. Maybe they didn't want to be held responsible for any possible repercussions? Maybe they just realized they can't save everybody. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were just the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. Lol. What era are you from? Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. You're not having my pronouns. Indeedy, Nico. But not for long. I'm getting bored and broke. So you're going to... Dine and Dash? Look around town. Surely some people don't need their shiny things anymore. Good luck finding someone to help. That definitely isn't me. So far, I haven't been disappointed by the others. You know how to never ever get disappointed? How? Never have expectations. Duh. Alright. Couldn't have figured that one out. Okay, what the fuck am I gonna do? Looking for a familiar who went missing. City card. Yeah, I think... Apparently it's just a fragment of the calamity that can be traced back to Dalwell. Banshee. Spectre last night left a mark on Fisoa. Not everyone agrees, but a cleric of Cassiopeia claims it was something seriously sinister. Maybe? Let's try it. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of this calamity could be traced back to Dalwell, an island in the south of Fisoa. Okay, so we got that going at least. Blah blah blah. Yummy crunchies. I gotta take a drinky, hold on. These shaker cups are so fucking hard to open. Ooh, rainy. A new dawn. There we go. Alright. A new dawn. Let me save. Just in case. This one? Okay. Start day. Pray. Swore her to go. Hey! In cape. Freya. You've got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for new ones of your own. Huff. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. Let's see. Defense. This one. 1, 2, 3. And a little bit of crema. And a little bit of this. Let's go. Ding dang. What'd you say to that? Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. Now I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? Yeah, I'll try my best, Mrs. Frostgrip. My bad. Ms. Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. Fair enough. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought maybe he got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think he should be waking up right about now. There he is. Rhea! There he is. Oh, I missed you terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too, Innkeep? Yes, very much so. By the dragons! So she is not a dream, nor a fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. Ah, I'll help you put them on. Wait. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think? I like them. They match me other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point, or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed onto Gaia like a rain of fire, or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars. The rain of falling stars. Oh. So the empty night sky wasn't a dream. No. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks in keep. Does that mean I could drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I'd like to try. Preferably something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. Huh. Can you lift up a falling star? Where? Is it you? No. Is it you? Yes. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of this. And a little bit of that. Delicioso. Here, my best attempt at supporting your star-lifting career. Oh, this is delicious! Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you two think about that star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell Cliffs. They better hurry and clean it all up. You've got somewhere to be? Still have to get the vampire to Barovia before I can get my hands on the gold. Who? Ye. Oh, splendid! I haven't been in Barovia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until then, I can search for other materials. Better ones, even. That isn't going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon to you? They are masters of the skies. What about you, Inkeep? Am I a dragon? I want to be a dragon. You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thank you! If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry, I'm not trying to steal business away from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war, but I just got you back. I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am. And I'm looking for the right material to smash the next Orhart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the Caves of for that one. That's so far? Can I come with you? That sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creations once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes. Now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the night sky, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see an astral hairfish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I would love to know what they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting! This world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Oh. Quest taken. But you're already investigating. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? I am Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the Chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. And I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I am happy to see that you were able to collect more information for my research. I am grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. What are these times trying? Me, and the wonderful people of Hysteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I'd guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. This is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. It appears he got into a harrowing fight with the vampire Morrow Castle. Some of his wounds were quite grave. I'm just making sure he will not try to take vengeance here. I don't have the heart for vengeance. Or the memory. We should play around the memory. This is no time for games. Then what time is it? Time for me to figure out what is going on and save the people of Asteria from their impending doom. I guess I kind of sent that guy off to bad end, huh? Let me guess, you do that often? Of course. After all, as a seraph and a cleric of Cassiopeia, it is my duty to protect this world from anything that would cause it harm. It comes quite naturally to me. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there's a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I only had so much. I will start my investigation in Zenith and Themis, have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely, perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I have found out what is going on, I will put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, Leslie. Not a lot you can do from them. Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. What the fuck is he yelling about? Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. Couldn't agree more. I know you got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? It depends on the approach I decide to take with this. I can focus on investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads, analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I may not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everything can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for even the worst case scenario. I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter? But burning stars are the best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable? There's a Catman on the waterboard. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I am not yet certain which path I should walk. You should trust the innkeeper with it. He always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. Though I did disappoint that fucking rogue, apparently. Oh, God! Okay. Let's do an infusion this time. We'll do that. What's this do? Oh, I can't remember what any of these do. Hold on. What's this? Invisibility, fire resistance, frost armor, inspiration. Okay. So I need these thunder sages. Is this it? I think so. Yeah. So we all tie out. Charisma. Sparkling Nebula. With an infusion. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. This is an excellent drink. I'm already coming up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at the nearby Gaia Temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that falling star is made for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes. They would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could you give me some insights on those impact conditions? I can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel like I could make an educated guess, nevertheless. Sure, I very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too. Do you know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps? I know about astrology. And this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That is very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you. And with you, Miss Alethea. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I shall return with conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting! Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Me too. End scene. Baby! Hi! Hello? Hello. I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, Miss? Melina. But Millie is fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Millie, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something that will give me something that will give me new fun ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay. Was there mewing in the music? But I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. Golden feather. Now I can accept the drink. Very well. Let me see what I can do. So you want some thinky bits. Yeah. Some Thunder Sage. Ta-ta. Then Korma. 1, 2. Let's go. What'd you think? Some new, fun, and sweet ideas coming right up. Oh, you're so adorable! This is perfect! I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think we're going to hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands. Okay. Baby. Oh, hey. Hi. Oh, you've been bit. Drink, please. Sure thing. With what type of ingredients? Preferably some that will wake up my bones up. I feel dead and slow, capable of forming words. Like an undead banana slug? No. More like a spectral starfish, I see. Can I have a drink? Of course! I'll trade you one for a trinket. I did promise one of those. You did? Ooh, a dagger! Thank you! Here, as requested. Are you going to tell me what this is, or should I guess? Guess. Well,
it's got a tag on it.
I'm gonna say a letter opener? It's a ritualistic dagger. But purely hypothetically, I could use it as a letter opener. I suppose. Though I don't think I'd use it that way. Who knows whose blood it has seen? Anyway, will that suffice? Or do you want me to go back and look for something even more extravagant? Loot or corpse dust? This will do just fine. I'll find a fitting place for it on my wall. Good. I've fulfilled my part of the trade, now it's your turn. That's right. I promised a drink in exchange for a trinket. One moment, let's see if I have something that will bring your words back to you. He wants some korma. Where'd that korma? Let's go. Blap. Blap. Actually, wait, what do these do? Wait. These ones. Haste. Oh, that could have helped him probably. A little bit of you. Come on. And a little bit of you. Spoken heart. In exchange, a ritualistically prepared drink. Just for you. Perfect. Almost worth stealing. Let's keep it at almost. Who bit you? A vampire.
Why?
Because we were fighting.
Why?
Because I stole a cape.
But you're not wearing a cape.
It's another vampire's cape. I was hired to retrieve it, and she got in the way.
So you killed her?
Yes.
Why?
Because she tried to eat me.
Probably because you broke in. Was it the vampire at Merrill Castle?
Yes.
Oh, I heard that one is scary. Was she scary? Oh, so cute! I love you!
No.
Were there a lot of traps?
Yes.
Did you trigger a lot of traps?
No.
You're lying. What kind of traps were there?
Where are your parents?
Dead.
Okay! Why are you smiling about it, kid?
I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. Oh. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay.
Did you avenge them?
No, they got eaten by zombies, and the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to avenge.
That's interesting, Melina.
Yeah, right? I think it's a very cool origin story.
It is indeed. Melina, is that your name?
Yes, but you could also call me Melly. That's my undercover name.
Then you shouldn't be telling it to people.
It's okay. You seem very nice.
Oh.
What's your name?
Blaze.
Is that his name, innkeeper?
No.
Ha! I knew it! He doesn't look like a Blaze. More like a Thomas or a Dave. You need to come up with a better fake name next time, or you'll never cut it, kid.
Who are you calling a kid?
Just kidding. Blaze is fine. I shall call you Blaze. So, Blaze, tell me more about that vampire killing. I would like to hear about it as well.
Oh, that was me speaking. Whoops. Fine, but I don't feel comfortable with the kid being here.
Excuse me? I am the greatest detective of our generation, and I can handle your PG vampire story just fine, thank you very much.
We're not of the same generation.
It's just a fancy way to say of all time, Blaze.
I won't be held responsible if anyone calls Child Protective Services on you. Do we even have that in this village?
To bring me where? To my parents? The gravestones? The ashes?
Right. How about you just tell us how you ended up fighting the vampire? And more importantly, defeating her.
You did defeat her, right?
Do I look dead to you?
A little.
The journey to Morrow Castle was simple. I encountered some of her horrid creatures along the way. Their maws were full of so many teeth. Counting them would have taken my entire lifetime.
How long is an echo's lifetime, anyway? Do earth echoes live longer than fire echoes?
I don't know.
Does the primordial sea make you age slower?
I don't know. I've never been there.
You're an air echo, right? Do you swim in the sea or do you float through it?
I don't swim.
But then how can you visit the primordial sea?
I don't. I live in Gaia. I have no desire to move to another plane, nor to analyze my lifespan. Perhaps we can return to your recap? Right. Lady Evelyn's monsters of terror. Their teeth could not pierce my armor of ice and more ice, and my strength was no match for them.
You're not wearing any armor.
It melted. Oh. It does that. Side effects of the vampiric ingredients. What? What?
So you made it to the castle and then you fell into her traps?
Or her pond?
Neither.
What happened? Both. Nevertheless, I finally made it inside after clashing with the living gargoyles at her gates. I knew that trying to sneak around and find the cape anywhere other than in her presence was pointless. So I made my way straight to the colossal ballroom where she was already waiting for me. It was covered in mirrors, displaying only myself in the cape that had been carelessly flung over a cello chair. What a nice reception! It was malevolent. Her fangs were gleaming in the flickering candlelight of her chandeliers, and her mocking greeting was full of malice and bloodlust. We both knew why I was there, and we both believed we were the one who would walk away with blood on their hands. Your hands are surprisingly clean. I washed them in a river, almost got crushed by a star in the process. Knocked me right into the armor of some strange seraph woman. She gave me a lecture on fighting the undead without divinity. As if vampires don't have divine origins themselves. But she mended my wounds, so...
Most of them.
Anyway, the fight was brutal. We broke many mirrors, many bones. I was sure she wouldn't relent, so I tried to tire her out until daybreak. But then, suddenly, her fangs were in my arm, draining the blood from my veins. While she regained her strength through the life she was stealing from me, I felt the doors of Twat open before me. Is it Twat or I don't want to say Twat. But my own strength didn't completely leave my body. Not yet. I used my last ounce of slowly fading consciousness to break an ice spike off my armor and pierce it straight through her wicked heart. It melted in my hand as her body slowly turned to ash. And at last, the cape was mine. Well done. That sounds like a fight worth bleeding for. I shall carry it with me forever.
Couldn't you have just asked her for the cape?
No.
Why not?
I'm a rogue. I don't ask, I take.
So you're a thief?
Yes.
That's great! I need someone to mentor me in thievery. You'd be perfect for that.
I thought you were a detective.
I had many talents. Jack of all trades, master of none.
I'm not teaching you anything. I'm not a babysitter. Okay.
And I'm not a baby.
You're the size of one. Alright, let's stick with the vampires for now. I'm curious, where did you find that dagger? She had it on her. Attempted to strike me with it several times. It fell to the ground when she crumbled into dust. I picked it up out of respect for the fight she put up, a memory of a battle well fought.
Did her clothes also turn to dust?
Yes.
So she left nothing else behind.
Nothing but the dagger and a wound on my arm. And a vial of blood. A vial of blood? Yes. It seemingly was able to resist the destructive force of her undoing. And the destructive force of hitting the floor. Weirdly enough, it also had a label on it. It read, "Blood of the first vampire. Mike." Mike? Mike. It was a deeper red than I had ever seen, and it almost seemed alive. What a strange thing to have on you.
Maybe she thought you were planning to steal that too, and wanted to protect it with her life. Which she did, I guess.
It certainly sounds valuable. Are you going to pawn it? No, I left it there. Put it back in its display case. I have no interest in blood vials or vampire mythology.
Then how did you know vampires are divine?
Common sense.
You don't strike me as someone with a lot of that.
I love snappy kid characters with the rogues. It's delightful. Well, it seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. One more bite and I never would have made it out alive.
Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean.
It's always a possibility.
Then why would you go?
Death is inevitable. Such is life.
At least you found the cape. I'm sure that other vampire will be happy to have it back.
I don't care. I just did my job. Speaking of which, Millie is right. Kyle would be very happy to have his beloved cape returned. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? And not enough blood left in your bones? I don't think any blood is in my bones. Actually, that's where our blood is made. Through the marrow. Not usually. Fine. I'll do a direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Raya to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They can't have gotten far yet.
What are they investigating?
The Star Rain, as far as I know.
That's what I was investigating! We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can help extend it further. Or even find the culprit of this... of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go find them. For your cape and for my notes.
Oh. I'm going alone. You do whatever. I don't need a sidekick.
Wait for me! See you soon, innkeeper.
See you soon, Melly. Adorable. Wait. wait. No! Crossroads of 3. Save?
Yes. Continue.
Yeah. Oh, God. Actually, give me 1 second. Oh, gosh. Oh, hey. Let's okay. Just give me 1 second. I need to grab my charger. because my phone is about to die. My phone is struggling.
Come on. Come here. Thank you. My phone is struggling to stay alive. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. How am I gonna lay you down? Well, fucking... No, I just want to see my chat. Piece of shit. Guess I'll lay it down. Oh, I need another monitor so bad. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Millie. Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today?
Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such.
I was not dilly-dallying.
He was. It goes well with the brooding.
Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours?
Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly?
Can do. Smart and sparkly.
That one.
Alright. And he didn't ask for an infusion. Wait, I actually need to... Let me see here.
Melly.
Oh, okay, she.
Vukakeen. Oh, she's 10.
Chaotic good, the star. Melina might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective, and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She is a sweet and curious kid, despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy rogues can resist her charm. Aww. Originally from Avalon, Iniko is now vibing on Gaia. Probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of changelings yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called quarry, short for corruption, obviously. Jade. I've known Jade for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the type of person who you ever have to worry about. She's strong, independent, and always looking for a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. Alright. Yes. Pop up. A fresh brew of smart sparkles.
Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle.
Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. So, has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. Seems to have awkward, awakened memories of old woe.
He seemed pretty excited to me.
He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him.
Mew! It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be.
Was he turned then?
I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier.
A common misconception. Where did you find him?
At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a fallen star.
That sounds morbidly interesting.
It was. I overheard some priests say they are thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples.
They do.
The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia.
A really nice dwarf?
They were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star rain.
Did they?
No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Althea, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise.
Scandalous.
I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy that we could see that from the shadows.
We?
Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate.
I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo.
Thank you.
How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all of those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught.
I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't.
It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase.
I felt very well hidden when Althea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart.
Did you ask her about the investigation?
I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar was built from 1,000-year-old oak?
I didn't. That's fascinating.
It is. She also told me I had to work on my stealth. That being small isn't going to be good enough. I think she knows from experience.
Better not tell her that at all.
Better not.
So, are you going to work on it?
Yes. Blaze is going to show me the ropes.
Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise.
I love this trope so much.
That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success?
Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and returned the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them.
A dangerous if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one.
You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend?
Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them.
Really? That's scary.
Look at her tail! Of course it is.
So, the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters?
No. They were much worse than that. What were they? Were they roaches?
What is it?
Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course! Same as last time. Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic.
Okay.
Let's begin this one. You would think by at this point I would have all of them memorized, but no, I'm an idiot. And bloop. Alright. Ding ding! A drink, just for you. Oh, he's happy. Thanks.
How is it?
Fine.
That means it's perfect!
So, where was I? Ah, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadow Banes, and was eager to prove myself. It's said there are great riches for far in the depths of Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fisoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. That sounds a little bit like a hook horror.
They sound kind of cute.
They were not cute.
If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some.
Pray you never will. All nightmare, no shadow.
No thanks.
Oh. The beast. What's up? I can't tell if those wounds are new or not. Welcome back, Hare. Are you alright? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes. Give me something strong, please. No watered down muck. Got it. Strong. Strength. A little bit of this. Nice. A little bit of that. Beautiful. And a little dash of karma. There we go. Gonna be the prettiest, strongest, toughest fighter in this brawl. Strong and with 0 water. Just how you like it. Thanks. Needed that. You're welcome. Say and keep. You got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? You bet. It's what my baba used to drink back in the day. My adventurer reminded me of it. Sailor's courage. Thank you, Kara.
Why are you so sad?
I ain't sad.
But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried, probably because you're sad.
I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More... I'm not sure. My chest feels tight and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying. Those are all side effects of being sad. Who are you anyway?
I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective.
I'm Carolyn. Who's that punk next to you?
That's my sneaky assistant.
You got a name? Malachite. Ah.
So, I would like to detect why you're sad.
Likewise. Does it have to do with that wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for?
You met a chimera?
A wyvern chimera, yeah.
That's so cool! Why? How? You're alive!
Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Millie?
Of course!
Sorry, head itchy. He put a quest out for chimera saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Carolyn was brave enough to pick up his quest.
Whoa, that's amazing! How'd you even get the saliva of a guardian?
By killing it.
Oh.
Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you?
Miss Carolyn, will you please tell me the story?
Fine.
Thank you!
I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just try not to be a dick, that's all. Usually I got no trouble killing beasts, but my Baba would have lost it if I had told her I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought if I was quiet enough and had the veil of the night on my side, I could just steal the saliva from right under its nose. Or maw. drooled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know my way around the quiet mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been.
Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword, so you were prepared, right?
Of course. Innkeep here even hooked me up with some fire resistance. Came in handy. And the sword, well, was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose.
Is it a magic sword?
Not sure. Doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat, even without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me.
That's so sweet.
Your parents gonna leave you anything?
No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about that in time.
Way to go, Care!
But that's okay. I can find my own treasure.
I'm sure you will, kiddo.
So the Chimera noticed you?
That was me again, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sly Beast pretending to be asleep while I approached it with a bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered, and even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe.
So you defeated it with your badass sword?
Who taught you that word? I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow, I felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Aww. Or maybe I just imagined that. Maybe that doesn't matter, as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost love the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and then I killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly, but she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. But she ain't here, so I thought maybe it was time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the chimera. Maybe I can pass them on. May Twat listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think? Twat, I mean?
I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there, so he must have died to have gotten there too.
Or he's always existed there. Was made to watch over the dead. He's a god, after all. There's no clear consensus of what the great spirit dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from his very inception. A reflection of what we believe death to be. Death itself, he could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind.
I hope so too.
Then I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Care? Are you?
Of course she is, silly!
I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her?
What?
If she brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Need to get moving anyway.
You're leaving?
No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? Last saw him in the Gaia Temple. Priests might know where he went.
I I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it.
Care to share?
I want to trade it. The information, I mean.
For what?
Can you teach me how to use a greatsword?
That's it? Sure thing. Right now?
Is right now okay?
I've got the time. Might take you more than one lesson, though.
That's okay. I've also got time. I'm only 10 years old.
It's a deal, then. I'll show you the basics, and you tell me where to find the vampire. Oh, their parents. They've got themselves a child.
Yippee!
That is, if your assistant is all right with that. Don't care, not my circus, not my monkey. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Innkeep, can we use your front yard? Of course! Go wild. Will do.
Yay! Are you coming too, Mal?
But now his name is Malachite. No, I'll stay here and have another drink.
Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and self skills?
Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon.
I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wits, stuffiness, and giant swords. Haha!
I know you will.
But first, I gotta practice. See you later.
What's up? I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before, sweet and all. Coming right up. You want to be a commando. Kermanic.
1, 2, 3.
A little bit of this. And a little bit of that.
Ding ding.
Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So, Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it! Oh, you're still here. I forgot your name. Fable? Fable. Hiya, Innkeep. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the Tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. Ooh. And of course, I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes! The werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. Brother, same. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're for. I'm not happy that I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. Oh, if only a drink like that existed. Some may call that beer, but not me. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. 1,000 wins. But even without such drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You're right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes." Huh, a lot of people are, like, apathetic, I guess the word is? That's strange. I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost. But you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right, but it still would be a much nicer. Some things would just stay the same. They never do. Oh, don't make them sad. I'm just happy everyone is okay. Did you check on Kara yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did! Outside. On your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? Can't say I do. It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm. And to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing alright. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. Alright, what's this 1,000 wins? Ooh, pretty. Oh, goodness. Why am I burpy? Alright, so that's a lot. Oh, excuse me. Oh, oh my god! Hiccups. Whew. Oh my god. Interesting. Maybe this? That doesn't seem right. Oh, here. Okay, so we got that. 1, 2. Got it. Blink. What'd you think? A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. He makes the best drinks, right? They're okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me. Well said. Thank you. Yeah. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm
I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. They are also an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things it could bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachite. Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her?
It sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this. But I think you should be honest, with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zoford could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Oh, sounds like Zoford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zoford isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Pessoa and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but... Melly? Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs practice to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with the fact that as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. I can kind of get where both of them are coming from, for damn sure. Though I'm leaning more towards Fable's reasoning. Let kids be kids for just a little bit longer. This world sucks. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? Don't do the parent thing. You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeep? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information! Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I could provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me, nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck! See you around, with less horrors, I hope. Actually, let me double check on him. Because now I'm confused. Okay. The name keeps changing! Now I'm worried. About what? About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Sofort is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's a little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. Christ, people still use Yelp? I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but I think I already know. The answer would be everything. Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe that is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me. But with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. It also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home. Fix the many things that worry you. As long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeep. See you tomorrow, my friend. Oh, so sweet. Let's do one more day, and then I'll call it. I know I started a little bit late, but open up. Open up. Thank you. New Horizons. Crunchy ice. Save that one. Yes. Continue. Start day. Meh. Oh. Good mythical. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And, did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But no access to a primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory. Duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? Of course I do! Interesting and suspicious. Are you mayhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology, that indeed is a niche. Say, Innkeep, did something you make ever explode? Occasionally. Heck yeah, welcome to the club! I think I blow something up at least once or twice a week. I'm Hex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you, too. Just Innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, Innkeeper. How about a super wheezy breezy drink from me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex? Gotcha. Let's see here. Oh my god. Why so fucking loud, man? Anyway. This one. Right here. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of chroma. Yeah. What you think of that? This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing! I can already feel that idea's cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater to... Never mind. The explanation would be too complex to grasp. So... What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Doesn't matter. You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They're so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? Yeah, I suppose so. I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Skelly man? Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I have found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are... Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. I suppose you can call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. Why are so many skeleton characters named Skelly, Scully, everything that has to do with bones? Give me a Thomas. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755? Fuck! That's brutally long! So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there. I have fucking mixed voices again. Of course! Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. He's a fucking MGTOW. You look like a little shit. I love you. Let's see. Archivist. Magician. Oh, that usually denotes a tragic past, doesn't it? Is a Maida the personification of a gentleman, and he's, well, dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again, but contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. And what about you? The tower. That means an end of a journey. Another chaotic neutral. Oh, wait. The map was also highlighted. Let's see. I see. Werewolf on detours. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. How dare you? Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zoford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more! Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. I've got just the thing. Let's see. Where is it? There, yeah. Blop. Plop. Blop. Meat. A little bit of fight in ya, but still a little bit of reservedness. Ta-da! A real charmer just for you. Jolly! I feel like I could conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now. That type hardly counts. Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Don't call me Bone Man. Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye! Energetic young fella. Indeed. Information unlocked. Text. If you don't mind, Innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Just don't be surprised if somebody tries to attack you. Fable! Hey, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. Oh. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash painful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. We rattle. Practically, they don't. Practically? Practically, in theory. Exceptions confirms the truth. You sound like a wizard. Please don't say that. Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Scully, how did you like his drink? Surely an experience. I could feel it gurgling in my bones. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Damn, I must be a zucchini seed. What is that? So fucking hilarious. I love that. Just a lot of speed, okay. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of dexterity, or thoughtfulness, and a little bit of reservedness. Let's go. It's your favorite. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I need, innkeeper. Oh, both of these are so sweet. Of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular. I am? Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Oh, thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do. But I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have 2. And I might know a thing or 2 about crops and fences. Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Dragorin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid! Sounds like quite a useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful! In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. First smell. Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then, with Fable. But I'll be back. Should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next? Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Didn't think I would have to be doing the papyrus voice so soon. Oh, hey, what's up? You got your cape. That I was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yep, makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper. Has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in? Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, don't know. A giant top hat that doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with a tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is polite. And keep safe, that dagger over there. I feel like it's strangely familiar. For some reason, it reminds me of my dear Evelyn. It looks like the knife she used to peel oranges with. Highly impractical, I tell you. I imagine it would be. Do you know if that is her dagger, by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now.
Not yet, no.
Tragic. I always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Let's see here. Where is it? That one. Draw it. Lots of toughness. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of fight. But just loose enough that you can keep talking. Ta-da! Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, but I must say you know your job. So, how's the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a day trip to the capital, since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Barovia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so you can attend that fancy Barovian vampire banquet, and I get my gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about the material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer, though? Fine. Oh, wonderful! Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. She is fucking freaking out. Ah, wonderful. I'd be too, but goddamn. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she is doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Didn't the rogue tell you what happened? You mean that the young Echo? Well, he said he had retrieved my cape. I'm sorry, Kyle. Pardon me, but what exactly do you mean? Countess Evelyn didn't want to give up the cape without a fight. She didn't make it. Oh. Say it ain't so, Innkeep. Unfortunately, it is. My dear Evelyn. Gone? From all vampires to Wakaya, I had always assumed she'd walk the longest. I suppose death catches up with everyone eventually. Did she put up a good fight, at least? The best I've heard of in a while. Oh. That's how I remember her. I hope Tuat holds her so dearly. You have souls. Of course we do. Ah. I wish we could have at least danced one more time before wrote her final line. But alas, fate is cruel, especially to those who aim to live forever. A fate we rarely choose ourselves. Oh, how shall I ever recover from this? Maybe a drink could help for now? Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Oh. I kind of do wonder if talking was even an option. But it sounds like... I don't know. It sounds like she would have attacked him regardless. Oh, buddy. Oh, I feel bad. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps? It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, hmm? Right, I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city, almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta hooray. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I told you. Rumors has it, these are the roots of the ether tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh, rock and stone? I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh! Oh. We've almost met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined, a detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seemed to be on to something. Can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Oh, excuse me. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then, but you won't munch on the shopkeep, will ye? Of course not, I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh, you're pretty. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh! Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. She has puppies. Must be hitting the 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, hmm? I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Caskin and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more... moist. Ha! Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour. But no. The stuff that came pouring down was... unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in such enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda's stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spell doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestone would do wonders for many people like me. So bumpy. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Mm-hmm. Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something in keep. A good drink? No. My manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Of course! I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see? Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try and engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey? I'll do my best. I totally did not proofread it. Oh, God! Where is it? Ooh. Well, no, wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, my voice is getting rough. So this is definitely going to be the last day. Sparkling Nebula. Open up! Thank you. Oh, delicious. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Oh, I miss this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished in one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down real quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be. What are you? Wait. The crystal being vampire. That means. Ooh. Yes. Oh, I don't have anything on her yet. Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over here. There, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your wary face again, Innkeep. Likewise, Minty. Have a safe and pearl-full journey. Ha! I'll try. Oh, God! 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? Oh, God. What am I... according to math... Riverbanks... Once belonged to her grandmother. Banshee... Lots of healing songs... So forth, I remember there's that. Undead. I don't know something about the missing villagers. Where are they hiding? Let's try that. The lively port city of Zoford is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Zoford's docks? I'm getting a lot of other stuff piled up too. Oh, excuse me. I can see that someone is trying to contact me. So we are going to end it here. Let's save one more time. Alright. Yes. Okay. Open this up and quit. Alright. Oh god, I have 7 messages. Oh Jesus. Okay. So, that is gonna be it for today. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Tomorrow we're playing Songbird Symphony. It shouldn't be too long. It is a fun game. It's a rhythm game. But like Metroidvania kind of? It's very, 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 very fun. I can't wait to play it. But yeah. Alright. I'm feeling exhausted. We're just gonna keep it here for today. No raid or anything. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Have some good food, good drink, cuddle up under the blankies, and you have a wonderful, wonderful rest. Alright, bye-bye, bye, bye, goodbye, I love you, bye-bye, bye, bye.